Welcome. I'm Dee, and this is the Unguided Life where I am taking it one day at a time, bringing you guys along for the journey to hold me accountable as I budget my way through life. It is that time again. It's time to break down our income. This is actually the last income breakdown of my September budget, and we'll be moving into October. And I have been writing down incoming bills to see where I'm at, as well as I made some decisions to add some subscriptions out of convenience. I've become hooked on different shows on Hulu. First it was one show, then another one, and now it's another one, and the third one actually has a second season coming up, so I need to get through the first season so I can be on task for the second one. So we'll see. I'm up there working the numbers out, seeing maybe I got to hit the pavement a little bit more to cover these subscriptions. So we will see when everything settles, the dust settles, and how I've been feeling. So this is income breakdown number 3. This is 4, 9, 10, 20, 21. And the amount that hit my bank account from my employer is not that amount. So let's cross that out. It was $1,648.81. I'm not pulling anything from savings. It was $155, and that came from my income breakdown number 2 that I didn't show on camera, like step by step, but here it goes. I also noticed I had made a mistake when I did my monthly mid-month check-in, so I'll correct that. But $155 went to rollover, $3.23 went to unbudgeted. So I'm not pulling anything, or I didn't receive anything as bonus. So that is $1,648.81 plus $155, and so the total is $1,803.81. These are all the expenses that I need to pay from September 10th to September 23rd. That was another thing I noticed, is that the end date of my budget is the 23rd, not the 24th, and so that doesn't throw out anything other than when I set up my October budget, you'll see that repeat date. So the car note is still $280.14. It's due on the 22nd, but I pay it every 28th day, so that I'm eventually paying more to my principal than my interest. Last month I paid more to interest than to principal because I allowed for the next payment to actually not be made until after the 28th day. It still keeps me on task. I'm still a month or two ahead when I make this a payment. So when I make this payment, I'm actually not going to have a payment due into November. Credit card number 1, and we discussed this on the mid-month check-in, is that I need to pull $149.22 to cover owed charges. So that's $149.22, and that settled any charges in the month of August and a little in the beginning of September. Storage is $7.48. Electric is still $115, but I did receive notice that this will decrease next month, which tells me that my usage has decreased. So we'll see how that pans out when it, settled, because I am on the budget billing, which means 11 months out of the year, so I'm supposed to pay the same amount, and then the 12th month I pay the balance in the usage for the year. Now they're doing every quarter, they're reevaluating and adjusting, so the 12th month you won't have such a large bill because you're covering a year's worth of usage in the current usage. So we'll see how that pans out. As far as it goes for the water bill is actually $39. Cable is $10 and 91 cents. The phone bill is $169.83. Now the insurance is showing $282.58. It's what's supposed to come out, but when I checked, it was showing $281. I'm not really sure, so I'm still gonna quote this. If there's an adjustment to be made, this is for auto insurance and it's automatically deducted. So I'll just adjust it when that happens on the 18th. OnStar is $24.99. Giving, and this is for automatic giving. So I automatic have it set up to deduct $160. And I am actually going to do some additional giving. This is just the extra giving, and I did explain this is due to me assisting some, I would say, family during this time as they deal with C-19. So for the extra giving, the total actually was $86.71, and we can see from there. So now let's go ahead and total all of this up to see exactly what will be pulled from my income to go towards these expenses. And I was going to get out and do some like my normal side gigs, but I have been doing this new side gig. I'm not yet ready to, look at that. Why I can't never talk and type at the same time? Why? It's like so simple. But what I was saying is that I was doing this new side gig, and I'm not going to yet share it because there's some things I'm unclear about, especially centered around the pay. It looks like they're pushing the fees of, requesting and or direct deposit onto the shopper versus the company. So we will see how this goes down. So $1,325.86. Now we go to our envelope system, and gas, we're going to send $60. Groceries, we're going to still send the $100. Now, a category I had not planned on sending more than once this month was personal, but I'm going to go ahead and send $50 to personal. Dunkin' Donuts, of course, gets its $20. So we're going to do 60, 100, 50, and 20. So that's $230. Now we have Savannah, which is my car. She gets her $100. My retreat, which is my home, that is going to get 20. Papa, my son, will get 25. The Sandlot, which is the property, doesn't get anything at this present time. Me, myself, and I, which is my self-care sinking fund, I am going to send $60 because we need to start building this up. So let's see how much that is. I feel like I typed that wrong, so we're going to do it again. 100, 20, 25, and 60. I guess we didn't. Oh, you know what? I'm only sending 10 there. And the reason why I'm only sending 10, because I accidentally sent a little bit more to my retreat, the first income breakdown, and it's just a hassle to send the money back, so I just left it there. So $195 will go towards my sinking funds. So we need to go ahead and we need to take the total of the income from each category to determine what we have left to go towards other categories. So 1803 minus 132586, that leaves $477.95, minus 230, that's $247.95, minus 195, leaves $52.95. Now, I don't send anything extra to debt, so I'm just going to zero that out. Now, I stated that I am not intentionally sending money to my checking buffer, which means I'm not sending a set amount each month versus I'm letting it fall where it may. I know that my goal is to build up my emergency fund, so I want to start being more intentional with my savings. I did send a portion of my income breakdown number 1 to savings, I'm actually going to send $50 to savings for my income breakdown number 3. And I'm going to let that $2.95 float over to the checking buffer. All right, so this is my income breakdown number 1. Number 3, look at that, I'm all backwards. So then I'm going to just slide this here, and we're going to go ahead, we can put this away. Oh, I did have it there. So I did have it to the 23rd. I don't know why in my brain I had it to the 24th. I think on another sheet I had it wrong somewhere, and I thought it was wrong everywhere. So let's go ahead and let's talk about what should be in each category. Now, when it comes to the bills and the credit card category, total is 1325.86. For gas, it's the $26.20 plus the $60. So $86.20. For groceries, we have $1.91. And then we're going to add the 100. So that's $101.91. Personal, which is, this is going to be personal / Dunkin' Donuts. Is for personal, we're sending 50 and we're sending 20, so that's 70 total. So I'm just going to do this like I did before, and it was 50 for, look at there, yeah, 50 for that, and then we're sending 20, so that's $28.80 because that's $8.80 balance remaining. So let me just make sure I have that right. So 50 plus 20 plus $8.80. Yeah, so that should be right. 50 for personal, 20 and that. Okay, so we good to go with that. Now we're in week 3. And for what I'm going to do here, I didn't actually, so I don't have to scratch out anything. I'm going to pretend I actually minus 25 here. So that kind of balances out. I didn't send anything to these categories during this month or make any purchases. Now for week 3, which is going from September 10th to September 16th, is we're sending 60 to me, myself, and I. For my retreat, we're only sending 10. To Savannah, we're sending 100. And we're not sending anything to the Sandlot, which is my property. As stated, I'm not going to be showing what Papa's balance and what's going in and out of there. So we're good with that. And this is my, what I call, quote unquote, my envelopes. This tells me what's going in, what's going out. And so for Dunkin' Donuts, and look at there, I thought I did that. That's $14.30. That's $8.80. So then we got to do another deposit of 20. So that's $28.80. We're going to do a deposit of 60. So that's $86.20. We're going to do a deposit of 100. So that's $101.91. We're going to do a deposit of 50. So that gives us a $50 there. All right, so this is my income breakdown number 3. Everything is settled up and correct. Next step is to just move all of this to its respective spots. I have an account that's specifically for my car notes, so I know how to send that money there. I have an account for my credit card charges, like OnStar, cable, the phone bill, storage, that all goes to my credit card checking account. And then when I make a payments, I just pull from there. The giving comes out of my monthly account. Anything auto comes out of my monthly account. And of course, I have accounts and buckets for each of these. So we're good to go. This is where we at with everything. I'm so excited that we're closing out September. I haven't had any hiccups. I've been really good about everything. I'm sticking to my spending. on my credit card. Now, I do have to attend an event at my chiropractor's office. Not sure if they're trying to sell me something, but child, I ain't finna buy it. I'm gonna just go to get adjusted, and y'all can leave me alone because it ain't in budget. It's not gonna happen. All right. If this was helpful for you, definitely share this with someone. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And peace out.